Welcome back to another episode of the Totally Unqualified podcast. We are up to episode 48. We are almost at that half-century mark. I am, of course, joined with me today, as always, by my two lovely co-hosts, Gage Hall, Jake Maltese. How are we doing tonight, guys?
I am doing extremely well. Super excited to get into it today. We've got some exciting stuff coming up, and we hope you guys are ready to join us for it.
Oh, yeah. This episode is going to be a lot of fun. We got something coming back by popular demand. Wink, wink. But yeah, I'm super excited to get into it, as I always am.
Yeah, always. And like you said, by very popular demand, our best episode.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, it's to date was our Marvel draft episode. So we're going to be drafting in Marvel defense today. We're doing 10, not 11, not the full team, just to save a little bit of time, as well as talking about Kyrie Irving. He made his long-awaited NBA debut against the Pacers the other night. And you know what, guys? Julius Randle did not have a great night in MSG, to say the least. Jake, I'm sure you're going to want to sound off on that. But before we get into anything, let's guess that player time. I'm going to have you guys ask me the questions this time, and we can get right into it. Whoever wants to start first,
okay,
you got it.
Currently playing.
Yes, currently playing.
Okay.
And I was looking at things. So is it NFL? It's NFL, right?
It's NFL, yeah.
All right. Not to sound inappropriate. I'm looking at something that we're going to be doing later in the episode. Yeah, I didn't want to spoil what we're doing later in the episode. I know that sounded weird, but trust me, I'm not being a weird creep. Okay, NFL player. Anyway, move past this. NFL player. AFC or NFC? Mainly.
NFC. Playing in NFC.
You said NFC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, NFC North.
NFC North. Right off the bat. Look at that.
All right. Is it Jair Alexander?
Not Jair Alexander. You would have thought. He did get taken off the COVID list.
Yes.
Is it a skill position?
Not a skill position. Not this time.
Okay.
Do they play for a winning team?
Nope.
All right. It's the Lions.
That doesn't really narrow it down, does it?
That doesn't narrow it down.
That just eliminates the Packers.
I will say.
He laughed at it, so it's the Lions.
I will say there was a very specific reason why I picked this player. I don't think that's a hint at all, really. Just very specific reason.
Oh, man. So are they on the Lions?
They're not on the Lions.
Really?
Not on the
from
Lions.
That reaction, I would have thought it was the Lions. So it's the Bears?
Yeah. It's the Bears.
Okay.
It's the Bears.
Okay. Is it Robert Quinn?
Not Robert Quinn, no.
Okay.
Have we established whether this is an offensive or defensive player?
No, we have not yet. They are
It's not a skill position.
Defensive.
Yeah, defense.
Okay. Adrian Amos?
Not Adrian Amos.
Oh,
he's also on the Packers.
Ah, shit. Wasn't he on the Bears at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Shit.
I'm
trying
just
to keep up with NFC safeties.
Eddie Jackson.
Not Eddie Jackson. No.
Bryce. No. Is Bryce Callahan still on the Bears? No.
On the Broncos. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll say haven't heard this guy's name in quite some time.
Akeem Hicks?
Not Akeem Hicks.
Are they a defensive back?
They're not a defensive back.
Okay.
Khalil Mack?
Not Khalil Mack. Currently on the Bears.
Pernell McPhee.
Not Pernell McPhee.
Damn it. Oh.
Is he in the league?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You said you hadn't heard their name in a while, so I'm just thinking of people.
Not a defensive back. Currently on the Bears. Do they start?
See, that's the thing. I don't think so, but they did. This particular player did start one game this season.
Okay, I'm starting to think, were they very good at one point? Now they're kind of in the later part of their career.
I wouldn't say very good. I'd say meh. I'd say Say above average at best. Above average at best.
This is like
max
really difficult, Luke. Is it like going to be one of those where we like you say the name and we're like, fuck yeah?
I think so.
Shit. Okay.
I feel like I just don't know.
I'm trying
Bears
to think
players.
Of Bears. Okay, is it on the defensive line?
Nope.
Okay, so it's a linebacker.
Bears linebacker.
Roquan Smith?
Not Roquan Smith. Wow, this is really stumping you guys in the new year. This is the second one of the year.
We've gone back to back.
This is the second one.
Bears linebackers. All right. Khalil Mack, Roquan Smith.
Guy that was Whitney Merciless.
Not Whitney Merciless. Wow.
They don't outside.
They're not like not an edge rusher. They're
they're like a middle linebacker.
Shit.
What? On the Bears?
Yeah. That's crazy. All right. He played for two teams. Played for two teams.
Okay. What team is he mainly known for?
I mean, probably his previous team, but he has been in Chicago for longer.
Fuck. What? Linebacker's been in Chicago for longer.
Was his previous team also NFC?
I'll say this. He's a Super Bowl champion.
Super Bowl champion.
Malcolm Smith.
No.
Damn it.
Wow, this is tough. He went from AFC to NFC.
AFC Super Bowls. So Patriots, Broncos, Kansas City. But I wouldn't say. I probably wasn't on Kansas City.
This is a tough one.
I'm so lost.
You guys.
Oh my gosh! Wait, Brandon Marshall.
No, not Brandon Marshall. That was a good guess. That was a good guess.
The other Brandon Marshall.
The other. I completely forgot about him.
Shit.
That was a really good. That was the closest.
I thought that was it.
That was the closest guess.
Hold on. Don't give it to us yet. Don't give it to us yet. Was he on the Broncos Super Bowl team?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm on the right track here.
If you said Brandon Marshall, it's the other guy.
Who are the linebackers on that team? Okay, Von Miller, Brandon Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Who were the linebackers on that team?
He started 15 games on that Super Bowl team too. 2015.
Shit.
Started 15 games. Why does that feel like forever ago now?
Yeah.
It was
went to Chicago.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Been in Chicago since 2016. Not predominantly like a huge factor for them.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. No, what's his name? Fuck. It's not Shaq Barrett, but it's the guy that played Shane Ray.
No. I might have to. Are we gonna call it?
Oh my god! It's like I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue.
It is on the tip of my tongue too.
If you guys don't get it,
what college did he go to?
He went to Kentucky.
Danny Trevathan.
Yep.
Good one. Wow. Shit,
oh my god! That was it.
Woo!
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've heard that name. I think the last time I heard that name, they were talking about him last year, the year before. He got to see his grandma or something. They brought her to
come on.
Yeah, Danny Trevathan. Wow, I didn't think that was gonna be that rough.
Man, I thought Brandon Marshall was it. I thought I had
that was a really good pick. I completely forgot about Brandon Marshall. And
he went to the Bears. Is he still on the Bears?
I think he's done. I think he's
done. Yeah. But he did go to the Bears after the Broncos. Damn.
He did. Very similar paths to him and Danny Trevathan. I said I picked him for a very specific reason, and that's because he is one of my least favorite Chicago Bears. I absolutely like. He once concussed. He concussed Devontae Adams, and I want to say 2015. No, had to have been 2016, 17. When he was with the Bears on a cheap shot on a primetime game. Ever since then, I thought he was a dirty player. Always hated him. And that's a great segue into our first segment of another person from Chicago that I'm not too fond of right now. And that is Hub Arkush.
He doesn't deserve to have his name said right.
Yeah. You don't deserve to have your name said anyways. So yeah, that's going to be our first topic of the day. Aaron Rodgers. He is the some would say the MVP frontrunner, guys. Not to Hub Arkush, who is a writer for somewhere in Chicago. He's a Chicago native, and he is part of the Associated Press. He has one of the 50 MVP votes. He came out on a podcast last week and said he was not going to vote for Aaron Rodgers because he's, quote, the biggest jerk in the room. And it was premeditated beforehand. He said that nothing that Rodgers could have done in the season would have changed his mind. He wasn't getting the vote anyways. So, Jake, I'll start with you. Just what are your thoughts on this whole thing? I'll let you sound off.
Yeah, first of all, it's stupid. How the hell, as knowing that power that you have as a voter, I feel like it's so unprofessional to just come out and say stuff like this. Like keep that, even if you think that, keep that to yourself. Cause I think there are people in the NFL that are assholes. Yeah. And like, yeah, maybe I will say who it is, but guess what? I'm not a fucking voter. So like, it doesn't matter for me. Yeah. So his opinion doesn't matter. I think he came out and kind of backtracked to what he said and said, "Oh, I apologize for my childish." I think that's exactly what he said. His childish, words. But yeah, listen, it's so stupid that he would just go. I feel like this just screams that he was looking for attention because nobody knew who in the hell this guy name was. Mm-hmm. Even if people did, not a lot of people. But yeah, Hub, go crawl back into a hole where people didn't know who you were, because I honestly think his MVP vote should be revoked. I think it should be, because to earn that type of status, you need to be like a very well credited member of the Associated Press. I just feel like when I think of somebody that deserves an MVP vote, it doesn't reflect somebody that would say something like this. So but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, and I do agree to an extent. I don't know that necessarily his privileges should be taken away, because I do feel like as a member of the press, you are, we have freedom of speech. You're allowed to say whatever you want to a certain extent. But I do feel like if you are a voter, you shouldn't necessarily be allowed to talk about your vote. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like those things should come out. When
he said that in the interview too. He said, we're not allowed to talk about who we voted for.
So he went with who I'm not voting for, and then he really emphasized not voting for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Which you shouldn't be allowed to do either. You shouldn't be allowed to talk about your vote, how you use it, whatever the case may be. I completely disagree with that, and I completely disagree with his thoughts on Aaron Rodgers as a whole. Like, yes, the offseason was a little odd. We talked about it multiple times during that time when Aaron Rodgers was in Hawaii or whatever. We didn't know what he was going to do, whether he was going to return to the team or whatever the case may be. But like I said in the video I made on TikTok about this, I can guarantee you can ask any of the guys on the Packers right now, and as they sit in the 1 seed, I don't think any of them feel like he did anything to harm them or hurt them based on what he's done this season. I mean, he went in there and he's played well enough to potentially win the MVP award. So you can't really knock the guy.
I want to know who he voted for last year. I want to know if he voted Rodgers or not. And let's see if this is really some Chicago bias here. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah. Okay. So I think he's a bad guy, and I don't think a bad guy can be the most valuable guy at the same time. Is exactly what he said. Wasn't Big Ben voted Super Bowl MVP at one point? Yeah. That's interesting, because I'm pretty sure the Associated Press votes on that too. So very interesting there. That's just me though. I'll just back.
I wish. Okay. I have different opinions about this, because Rodgers came out and said that, obviously he's a bum, which he is, but he also came out and said that he wasn't voting for him because of his vaccination status. I will say Hub never mentioned his vaccination status in the entire interview. So I don't know if that was a reason or not for him not voting for him, but he didn't mention anything of that sort. So I'm not going to take that, what Rodgers said, for verbatim. I think, and this might be a hot take, it might just be me, I think in a very close MVP race like this, where there's nobody really running away with it, not like Aaron Rodgers did last year with his 48 touchdowns, 5 picks, right? I think it's very close between him and Brady right now. If the numbers are close enough, right, coming down to the last week of the season, I think off the field measures, I feel like you should be able to hold that against a player. Now, very specifically, if you want to say the reason you're voting for Tom Brady because the numbers are close is because Aaron Rodgers held his team hostage in the offseason, I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair. And I know you're not really supposed to have these premeditated ideals, but when the numbers are that close and you're trying to look for a reason to put one over the other, I think you could look at that and say, Tom Brady is a better leader on and off the field. That's why I'm giving him the vote over Rodgers, but I think him saying that it was premeditated, saying that there was no way Rodgers was going to get a vote, that I think he should be stripped specifically for that. And it blows my mind how he thought that he was allowed to speak about who he didn't vote for and say, oh yeah, the way that us AP voters are allowed to continue voting is we're not allowed to talk about who we voted for. So that means if you're not allowed to talk about who you voted for, you're not allowed to talk about who you didn't vote for. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Hub, shame on you. I don't know why he would do that. Don't know why you do that. It's just stupid. It's stupid. Yeah. Stupid.
Yeah. By the way, I'm going to be pissed if Tom Brady wins MVP, because when I think about MVP this year, like, think about in your head the best players in the NFL. Like, don't even think about just the first names that come to your mind this year. Like, for me, right away, the names that came to my mind were Aaron Rodgers, Cooper Kupp, Jonathan Taylor. Those are the three right away. Tom Brady's having a great year, but is he having an eye-popping year? No. Aaron Rodgers is separating himself. I think Aaron Rodgers has been the best quarterback. So if it's going to be a quarterback, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. And then other best players in the NFL this year, Cooper Kupp has been unstoppable. And then Jonathan Taylor has been unstoppable. Those are the three guys that have been unstoppable, in my opinion, this year. And I think those three should. If it's not one of those guys, I don't think they deserve MVP.
That's fair. That's totally fair. And realistically, there's no shot in hell Jonathan Taylor or Cooper Kupp are going to win.
No.
And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
If Cooper Kupp breaks 2,000 yards, I think
I don't even think Cooper Kupp's going to come in the top three. I think it's going to be Brady, Taylor, and Rodgers.
That's stupid.
I don't know. I think I would still, if I had to choose a non-quarterback, it would be Cooper Kupp over Jonathan Taylor. But the biggest thing that pains me that neither of them getting MVP is that means that one of them is not going to get an award for this season.
Yeah.
Because whoever doesn't get, or like one of them is going to get Offensive Player of the Year instead. So one of them is just going to be left hanging out to dry. I mean, they'll get all pros and all that stuff, but
And I think that guy that's going to get screwed over is Jonathan Taylor.
It is.
I think Cooper Kupp has had too crazy of a season not to win
a lock. By the way, I really like how they started going away from the, MVP also wins Offensive Player of the Year kind of thing that they used to do. I think Matt Ryan was the last person that happened to, or it might have been Cam Newton. But yeah, it was a while ago. They would just always give the Offensive Player of the Year to the MVP, which made no sense. Like, I get yes, but like, give it to Offensive Player of the Year should be viewed as really a non-quarterback award. Like, give it to another guy, because we all know MVP at this point is a quarterback's award.
I think the thing that would piss me off the most is if they give MVP to either Rodgers or Brady, and then Offensive Player of the Year to either
to the other.
But that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't even make sense.
No, but I'm getting like
Offensive Player of the Year.
That
should be specifically a skill position award. And it shouldn't
agree.
be. If MVP is going to be quarterback after quarter, if you've established it's going to be a quarterback award for pretty much the entire history of the NFL, it's a quarterback award. So make Offensive Player of the Year a skill position award. That's easy enough.
Poor lineman.
Poor lineman getting no love. No love. Could you imagine if fucking like Trent Williams or someone won MVP?
Honestly, like, there were probably some years that Anthony Munoz or somebody of that like caliber deserved it. Like, if we're gonna be honest.
Probably.
Yeah.
Best player in Bengals history? Probably.
Best left tackle.
Joe Shiesty.
Yeah. All right.
Joe Burr. Yeah.
Joe Burr.
All right. Moving on to our most anticipated topic of the evening. We're gonna be drafting Marvel defense. All right. just like our Marvel offense episode, we're going to be drafting Marvel defense. We're going to be doing 2 linebackers, 2 cornerbacks, 2 safeties, 2 defensive ends, and 2 D tackles. Once again, this is only 10 players, not the full 11 on 11, because we're trying to save time by cutting 1 player. We're also going to be drafting defensive coordinator, head coach for the defensive side of the ball. I believe the order is me, then Jake, then you, Gage, or
it's you, then me, then Jake.
All right, so give me the number 1 pick. We're not allowed to draft anybody we had. Just hit my mic. We're not allowed to draft anybody we already previously drafted for offense. Yes. So I'm going to be constantly looking at the at the Totally Unqualified Instagram to see our teams, because I don't want to pick someone that's already been chosen. All right, with my first pick, kind of a shame this guy wasn't selected in the first round. I guess the second round technically. And that's Iron Man. Iron Man, staple of the MCU, staple of the Marvel universe. I got to put him at cornerback 1. You're talking about a guy who can just blast off. He probably could keep up with the best of them.
I do feel like we need to talk about this at least. Because I did take Hulkbuster, which is Tony Stark.
I don't think so.
It's a different
technically Mark Ruffalo. Technically, it was the Hulk for a little bit, actually. It was mostly, if we're going by the movies,
true.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll allow it.
All right.
So
we're allowing
Iron Man. Just make sure.
We're allowing Iron Man.
Yep.
All right. So Iron Man is going to be my first pick. Tony Stark. Tony Stank. Get him on my squad.
Stank. Okay. That has me up next. Where do I go first? I think I'm going to go D tackle first.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go with a guy that one of us maybe should have taken on offense. We got a bunch of comments about this guy, but I think he'll be just as good at D tackle. I'm going to put Juggernaut at D tackle.
Yeah, good one.
He's going to blast through O-lines.
That's not who I thought you were going with. Huh.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Good pick.
All right. This is possibly the easiest pick I've ever made in my entire life. I'm going Taskmaster at corner.
I had him.
Yeah.
Because again, he, whether you're going on the comics or the movies, they mimic every move, so you literally cannot escape them. So good luck getting open on Taskmaster.
They're going to be running routes too, just as much as the wide receivers are.
Exactly. And at safety, this one, man, do I go D tackle? No, I got to go safety here. At safety, I'm going to go Jean Grey.
Ooh.
She can literally do everything. She's got telekinetic powers. She knows what you're doing. She can read your mind. She can fly. Just like literally look up the powers for Jean Grey. If you don't believe me, she is gonna crush you at safety. She will be the ultimate safety, and I think that's an awesome pick.
Phoenix off the board.
I like it.
Free safety. She can't hit.
Gotcha. Where do I go from here? I think I'll go ahead and take one of my corners as well. And I'm going to go Nightcrawler. I feel like that one's a pretty self-explanatory one as well. He can teleport and he's super, agile and stuff like that. So I think that he would be great at that position.
I have to check and see if anybody took him. All right. Doesn't look like anybody took him. So I'm going to ask you guys, I want to draft Sam Wilson here.
Yeah.
I'm going to draft Sam Wilson here.
Okay.
Can I have him as Captain America, Sam Wilson, or do I have to have him as the Falcon? I guess it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I don't think it matters.
It's not.
They're the same.
I mean,
thing.
It doesn't really change who he is. It changes his uniform.
It doesn't change his powers. He doesn't have any powers. It doesn't change his suit mostly. He just got a shield.
So I think that's a good pick.
I'm gonna go with Captain America, Sam Wilson, just because Captain America. So we're gonna go with Sam Wilson. I'm gonna be putting him at we're gonna put him at cornerback too. So we get our corners off the board.
Okay.
And then I think my next pick. Oh, see, I'm gonna go with Beast. I'm gonna go with Beast at the end.
Oh, good one.
I'm gonna go with Beast.
Shit.
I was going to put him at linebacker.
Good pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Beast. I'm going to put him at D end.
I had him at D end too.
I was probably going to end up drafting him later, but I guess by your guys' reaction, that was a good spot to take him. So Beast at D end. Beast and Sam Wilson.
Yeah, I was probably going to actually take him with my next pick, so it's good that you chose him where you did. Damn. With that being said, I guess I'll go ahead and take one of my DNs, and I'm going to take Venom. Venom would be really good at that spot. Big, good one. Long arms.
Symbiote,
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Tentacles to swat the ball.
Oh, of course. He has it all.
I like that. All right. At D tackle, I'm going to go Colossus.
I took Colossus.
Colossus.
You took Colossus on offense?
He was on my O-line.
Fuck. All right. I'm going to go Cable at D tackle then.
Okay.
Go Cable at D tackle. And then at cornerback number 2, this is not even discussion. I have the best corners out of all of you. You guys can't beat this. I'm going to go Silver Surfer at cornerback number 2. So
a good one.
I got Taskmaster and Silver Surfer. So I feel like that's unbeatable right there. I don't know. That's just me though.
That's good.
Damn. Okay. All right. I think I'm just gonna stick to my D line and go ahead and try to get that filled out the rest of the way. And I'm gonna go with the Blob at D tackle.
Wow, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
We also got some comments about that, about not having him on the O line. So
that's a really good one.
I
had him on my list there. Ooh. Okay. Back to back. I'm just gonna go with this one just because I think he's too good not to have. I'm gonna pick Ultron here. I think we're gonna throw Ultron at linebacker.
That's good.
He's kind of like positionless. Like he's not gonna be great at any. I don't know. I think he could go a lot of places. Yeah. And D tackle, I'm gonna go with Rhino. Rhino at D tackle. Rhino is always just rushing. That's literally his only trait, is he just runs forward at you and charges. So might as well stick him on the D line. So Rhino is my next pick. Rhino and Ultron.
That's good.
Okay. I had Rhino as one of my D tackles also, but I ended up going a different direction, obviously. I was going to say I'm going to finish my D line, but I'm not. I'm going to go to corner here, and I'm going to take Angel.
Okay.
Yep. Can fly, the wingspan. I mean, even if he can't reach the ball with his arms, he's got his wings to swat it with. So I think that's good.
I like that.
Back to you, Jake.
All right. Okay. There's a couple different places I can go here. But I think I'm gonna go D end, and I'm gonna go with Sentry, who can literally phase through people. So you're not gonna touch him. Yeah. So he doesn't even need to rush. So because you can't block him. He's just gonna phase through you and get to the quarterback. So good luck.
Got one more.
Yeah, you got another pick.
All right. Yeah, I'm just writing it down. All right. And then at linebacker, I think I'm going to take a linebacker here. No, we go with the other D end. Where do I want to put him at linebacker? This is tough. Okay. This is tough. Do I want to put him at linebacker or D end? Okay, I'll put him at linebacker. I'm going to go Adam Warlock at linebacker.
Oh, that was a really good one.
Yeah. I feel like that one speaks for itself. He's super intelligent, just an absolute monster, and he will definitely be him and Jean Grey will be the captains of my defense.
Well, then I'm going to go my other DN spot, and I have got an all Spider-Man villain DN group here with Kirk Connors, the Lizard.
Oh shit.
That's good.
That is not who I thought you were going to go with.
I could tell by your reaction. I feel like I know who you think I was going to go with, but
I think you know too, because I always associate him with Spider-Man for some reason. He is not Spider-Man. Okay. A lot of my picks haven't been taken. I got to be honest with you. Did everybody pick their corners? Do we all have our corners set?
Yes, I have both my corners.
Because I was just thinking, I think the Wasp would have been a good pick for corner now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Okay. Should I put him at D end or D tackle? Probably D tackle. You know what? We're gonna finish up the offense or the defensive line. At D tackle, I'm gonna go Gilgamesh. One of the strongest Eternals.
Yeah.
And at D end, we forgot about a super soldier. Give me Red Guardian at D end. Give me him. I'm liking that. I like that duo.
I like that.
Not too bad. At strong safety, I'm going to take War Machine. Because, I mean, it's the Iron Man suit, but it's just a little bulkier, you know. It's set up for hitting hard. So I think that's perfect for that spot.
That's a good one.
I'm up.
Yep.
All right. At my second linebacker spot, I'm going to go Namor.
Okay.
Yeah. Telepathy, super speed, super strength, radar sense, which, I mean, that's awesome. And berserker strength, not even super strength, berserker strength. And he's agile. So I think that's, just the telepathy and insane strength and agility. I think perfect linebacker right there with Namor. I'm loving my team. Let me just set it right now. All right. Damn. I wasn't too fond of this one, but I guess it's the only place I can go here. I'm not even. I can't go with it. This is tough. This is a tough one. All right. I feel like the TV shows didn't paint him the right way. Like the comics, he's so much better and so much more powerful and just like. Anyway, okay, I'll do it. At my other DN spot, I'm going with Iron Fist. Just in the TV show, it's just like a regular guy who can punch and who gets like a special punch. Like that's not who he is. Like in the comics, he's so much more powerful. So I'm picking specifically comics Iron Fist here because he is way better and way stronger than what they did to him on the TV show. So,
right.
I'd like to make that distinction.
Yeah,
definitely. The TV show was horrible.
It was terrible. Oh,
yeah. I haven't taken either of my linebackers yet. So I definitely feel like I need to go ahead and pick one of those. And I'm going to go with Captain Britain.
Captain Britain. That's that's Peggy. Is that Peggy?
No.
Oh,
that is, I think Peggy is Captain Carter.
Gotcha.
Captain Britain is more or less like the Britain version of Captain America, for lack of a better way to put it.
Okay. I'm really glad this guy is left on the board. At linebacker, my linebackers are Ultron and Dr. Motherfucking Doom. Gonna be hitting hard. All right. I need my safeties. And I think at free safety, I'm gonna go with Doc Ock. I think Doc Ock is fit to go free safety. Not as big of a hitter as you'd like, but he's got like eight arms. So shit, he's gonna be catching balls left and right.
I think I'm gonna take my free safety also, and I was stuck between a couple people here, but I think I'm gonna go with Star-Lord at free safety. Okay. I think that's pretty solid. Got the rocket boots going on and all that stuff.
Yeah. That's right. I like that pick.
Yeah. This is when it starts to get tough.
Down to the nitty gritty.
It is. All right. All right. As strong safety, I'm going to go Human Torch.
Mm-hmm.
He can lay the boom and he could fly. So that's really all you need as strong safety. He's going to be my Cam Chancellor type of player. So I really like that. And then at my second D tackle spot, I need to find somebody. Because you guys took my players. I was counting on Colossus being available. Shit. Damn. All right. I'm just gonna go off dome here. Shit. I don't know. I didn't prepare for this. You guys took everybody. From me. You know what? For the sake of this, I'll pass. I'll do a pass.
We're going with a pass.
I will because come back to me. That doesn't mean don't come back to me. That means make your pick. We're doing you know how you can get skipped over in the NFL draft. You don't make a pick right away.
Yeah,
but you get the pick right after that. We'll do that. So
okay. Make sure to pick who Jake was about to.
I had nobody, so that's pretty possible.
The only things left are my other linebacker, and my defensive coordinator, who none of us have taken yet. Sorry. I feel like I've got two solid options still for linebacker. So I'm going to go defensive coordinator while I can, and I'm going to go with Hank Pym.
That's good.
One of the smartest guys in the Marvel universe. And I feel like, he knows all about defense. He's been protecting himself his whole life.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take my strong safety here. I need a strong safety, defensive end, and my D coordinator. Strong safety, I'm going Icarus. I think that's the best bang for your buck. Hard hitter, can fly all around. Literally, basically, he's the MCU version of Superman. And now at the end. Oh wait, no, I got Beast and Red Guardian, right? Oh wait, I didn't write Red Guardian down. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I only need my D coordinator then. Never mind.
Yep.
Okay, that makes things a lot better because I was kind of scrapping for people. My D coordinator is going to be J. Jonah Jameson. You need that guy.
All right.
You need that guy that's going to get under the skin of the defense. You need that Richard Sherman type beast on your team. He's obviously not going to be playing, but he's certainly going to be chirping in his opponent's ears. So tongue twister. I can't even say this shit right now. J. Jonah Jameson as D coordinator. I love my squad.
See, originally at my D coordinator, I was going to go with Dr. Doom, and then you took him as a player. So, for my last linebacker, my last player, I'm going to go with Sabretooth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, basically Wolverine, but, a bit bigger in stature. So I think that he would fill that position really well.
I cannot wait till X-Men are in the MCU.
I know.
Oh, yeah. All right. I am prepared now. At D tackle, I'm going to go Sasquatch.
Okay.
He's 10 feet, 2,000 pounds. So
gonna be hard.
Good luck stopping him. And then at defensive coordinator, I'll go with Nick Fury. I'll go with Nick Fury at defensive coordinator. He's the leader of Marvel. Again, he is a terrific recruiter. So he's going to sign those free agents. So that's what I'm saying. And you know what? He's a great leader. The fall of S.H.I.E.L.D. was not his fault. He's a terrific leader. And so yeah, I think Nick Fury would be he's always 10 steps ahead of everybody. You remember in Far From Home when he realized, well, actually that wasn't even him. Okay, now we're getting too deep because it actually wasn't him. But yeah, he's always 10 steps ahead. Great recruiter. I think Nick Fury would be an absolutely awesome defense coordinator.
That's solid.
I gotta be honest. I'm thinking Nick Fury is more like a Mike McCarthy, whereas Jerry Jones is doing all the work behind the scenes. Nick Fury was he was on vacation. He wanted nothing to do with anything for a while there.
But
so
Well, just because he had everything to do with everything for so long, he needed a little time off Earth.
Very true.
Yeah.
I mean, even beyond the recruiting, he is the leader of an organization that is literally called Shield.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want defense, he put the Avengers together for the defense of the Earth. So
that's fair. Okay. Do you have another pick, Jake, or was that it?
That's it. I got defensive coordinator and my last D tackle.
I want to go back to our teams real quick.
Go ahead. All right. So at cornerback, I have Iron Man and Sam Wilson, Captain America, and my defensive ends are Beast and Red Guardian. My linebackers are Dr. Doom and Ultron. My defensive tackles are Rhino and Gilgamesh, and my safeties are Doc Ock. Free safety is Doc Ock. Strong safety is Icarus, and my coach, defense coordinator, is J. Jonah Jameson.
At my corners, I have Nightcrawler and Angel. At my defensive ends, I have Venom and Kurt Connors, the Lizard. At my linebackers, I have Captain Britain and Sabretooth. At free safety, I have Star-Lord. At strong safety, I have War Machine. At my D tackles, I have Juggernaut and Blob. And then finally, at defensive coordinator, I have Hank Pym.
Right. At my D tackle spot, I have Cable and Sasquatch. D ends, I have Sentry and Iron Fist. Comic Iron Fist. I want to keep emphasizing that the TV show did not do him justice. At linebackers, I got Adam Warlock and Namor. I think that's a tough linebacking duo to be. Best corners in the league with Taskmaster and Silver Surfer. And then my safety duo is just, I love this team just even more looking at it. Jean Grey and Human Torch at the safety positions. And my defensive coordinator is the leader of what was formerly known as Shield himself, Nick Fury.
Okay. It's good drafting, guys. I will say, before we end the segment, my mom listened to the episode and she said that Gage had the best offense. I had the second best, and Jake, you had the worst.
Is it just because of my offensive line? Because everybody was
people are hating
on my
offensive line.
They hate it. And like I gave good. If you have super strength and you're agile, like you don't need to be 400 pounds. I feel like, I don't know. That's just me.
I don't know. People want size.
I know.
I think the offensive line is good. I think Deadpool is a little questionable at right guard.
I didn't have anybody else. I wasn't prepared. I was winging it that draft, and we ran out of everybody.
One thing that people probably didn't think about with mine that I thought about after, but I didn't want to point it out to anybody because I want people to like my team, obviously. My O-line is huge. Captain America, while a large man, cannot see over that line. Probably.
No, he cannot.
It's fine.
You know who's not going to have a problem seeing over their line is Wanda Maximoff, because she can fly. So that's all I'm saying.
Out there throwing rainbows.
Oh, absolutely. Placing it wherever she wants. All right. Let's move on to some basketball. And of course, I don't know if you guys could see, Kyle Lowry wore number 3 for the Raptors. I had no clue. My mom got me this for Christmas. It came a little bit late. And when I got it, I was like, whose jersey did you get me? I look on the back, it's Kyle Lowry. And I was like, oh shit, he wore 3 for the Raptors. Yeah, bad Raptors fan in me. But we're not here to talk about the Raptors. We're here to talk about Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving made his long-awaited NBA debut just the other night against the Pacers and dropped 22 points. Looked like he didn't miss a step. Didn't really have the outside shot the entire night, but that will come certainly. So, Gage, I'll start with you. What does this mean for the Nets? What does this mean for the NBA? And do you think that this will push the Nets towards the 1 seed?
I mean, it certainly helps. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to have a guy like Kyrie Irving out there actually playing for you, since you've been missing him the entire season up to this point. And he looked a little rough early on, but as the game went on, was starting to get in a groove. And, you know, he put up 22 points, which is pretty solid. You know, you can't knock a guy for putting up 20 plus. So I definitely think it's good for the Nets. I think that they need this spark right now, even though he's not going to be able to play in every game. We looked like we were heading in a direction where maybe he was going to be able to play more games with COVID kind of loosening up. And then we had this outbreak where it seemed like everybody and their mother was getting it. So I don't know how that'll develop, but having Kyrie on the team, I mean, it's definitely not a bad thing by any means.
Yeah, I think this is, I mean, you're getting one of the best point guards in the world back. Obviously, this team, which, didn't need much help, is going to get a lot better. I think they're a lock for the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference with him back. And listen, yes, he's going to be a little rusty, but dropping 22 points is not too bad for a rusty Kyrie Irving. I do want to address people on Twitter that I saw. I don't know who I saw that said this, but somebody said that Kyrie Irving was a top 3-point guard of all time. No, yeah. That's just not true at all. That's ridiculous. But
yeah, who is though?
Don't say Kyle Lowry. Yeah. So this only helps the Nets. I don't know what to say about them because they're gonna they're finals contenders. Kyrie Irving makes them a finals contender, probably the finals favorite. And this is a great addition for a team that did not need to get much better.
It's so weird because James Harden, I swear, is dropping the quietest 22, 8, and 10 I've ever seen in my life. The guy is damn near averaging a triple-double. And for some reason, they're fighting for the 1 seed right now. The Bulls are in there. The Bucks are in there. But the Nets just didn't feel like they were dominating as they should have been. Obviously, Kyrie is the reason that they weren't. I want to bring up a special tidbit that I heard the other day on another podcast, right? Do the Nets want the number 1 seed? Or could you see them potentially maybe throwing some games on purpose to drop down to the 5 seed so that they'll have Kyrie Irving for more games on the road than they would at home?
I don't see them doing that. I don't
think they will either. I think they're confident enough in their team without Kyrie that he'll be like a bonus. You know what I mean? More so than they'll try to drop seeds just to have him on the court.
I really think it's going to be dangerous for the Nets to sort of go into the playoffs, have Kyrie for 1 game and then not have him for the next. I think that's going to fuck up with their just team chemistry overall. I think you want to maximize the amount of games that Kyrie Irving plays 100%, but you guys are right. I don't know if it's worth risking, dropping from a potential 1-2 seed to all the way down to a 5-6. Yeah. I think Steve Nash is definitely not going to want to be playing for that. You playing to win. Obviously you want to play for a home court advantage, no matter who you have on the court, but it's a weird exception. Would I be surprised if it happened? A little bit, but it's a weird strategy that you've never even heard of before. So weird.
This is it's because yes, it's a trade-off. You're getting your point guard, you're getting your all-star point guard back, but also you're giving up home games. You're giving up crucial playoff home games, and every single playoff atmosphere is hectic. It's hell. It's crazy. Home court advantage does make a difference in the playoffs. So I think that's just too valuable to give up. I think they've been doing fine without him. And I think they'll be you can put James Harden at point guard and you could put Patty Mills at shooting guard. They will be fine without him. But I do think you have to still go for home court advantage. I don't think you give that up.
Yeah. And shout out Patty Mills because he's been playing very well this season. And he's a big part of the reason that they're in the position they're in. We're talking about Kyrie Irving's debut for this season right now.
Yeah.
And we're also talking about the Nets competing for the 1 seed. So it's they've literally had him for a game.
Yeah.
They're still competing for the 1 seed in the East right now. They don't need Kyrie Irving, but he is beneficial to the team, of course.
Yeah,
absolutely. He brings a different dynamic to the team that they didn't have previously, like a go and get a bucket sort of guy. If Kyrie, he is on the team now, he's back with the squad. He's their closer. And I think that we potentially could see the Nets really miss him in a crucial moment where they need a big shot. I mean, KD is always going to be that guy. He could always take that last shot. But I think Kyrie is just a different animal that you need on the court, especially to sort of balance out James Harden, because James Harden could go cold as ice sometimes, and you need that third option to facilitate the ball if need be.
And as a closer, Kyrie's feet are a lot smaller, so he won't step on the line, and it'll be a 3 instead of a 2.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
You think KD is wearing a normal shoe size now and not five shoe sizes up?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's trimming the edges of his sneakers on his toes.
Why does he wear bigger shoes than he needs to? Because I'm pretty sure, right? He's not wearing his correct shoe size.
It's probably just comfortable for him. It's probably just a comfort thing. But then I feel like he has his own signature sneaker, so I feel like they should be designed to fit his feet.
Yeah.
With comfort and stuff. So I don't know. It might just be a superstition or a comfort thing. That's not too uncommon.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Totally Unqualified podcast, where we talk about feet the entire time.
No, don't advertise that. We don't want those clicks. You're not in the right place. OnlyFans is somewhere else on the internet.
Please do not send us Please don't send us pictures of your.
I'm about to. What's going on? I'm gonna get up and leave.
All right, moving on.
This is moving. I don't know where that just went. I don't like it.
So basketball.
Yeah, basketball. Speaking of OnlyFans, I think there were only like the Knicks fans were the only fans that were just shitting all over the Knicks. All right, I'm gonna let Jake sound off in a second here, but Julius Randle gestures to the crowd to shut the fuck up as they were booing him, and the Knicks obviously went on to win. This was versus was this versus the Celtics? This was versus the Celtics.
This is versus Celtics.
And I know you're gonna be talking about RJ Barrett.
RJ.
He did come out and with an apology and said that sometimes you say mean things to the people you love most. I don't know how Knicks fans are feeling about that. Well, let's find out how Knicks fans are feeling about that. Jake, you want to start us off?
Listen, listen, he deserved it. Like, what do you want me to say? You know what you're getting when you come to New York, okay? When you are winning, if you win in New York, you are treated like royalty. Derek Jeter does not have to pay for a meal ever in his life when he comes to New York City. That's how you're treated if you win in New York, okay? So, Julius Randle, last year, most improved player. We loved him. He's treated like royalty last year because of how much excitement he brought. He led the Knicks back to the playoff. He captained the Knicks back to the playoffs for the first time since I was in middle school. So that was a big deal. And I think he did put it a good way. Is just when Knicks fans boo, it's not because I feel like Philly fans boo for a completely different reason. If you're just sucking for Philly fans, you're just sucking. Like they will hate you. They will fucking throw shit at you. Knicks fans, we boo because we know you're better than that.
It's love. It's out. Yeah,
it's tough love. It's like we're booing because Julius, dude, you were dropping 30 points on the regular last year. Where the fuck was that? You're missing threes. You're missing shots all over the place. It seems like sometimes you can't even hit a bucket. I don't watch every game, but I'll look at his stats and I'm like, where the fuck is Julius Randle from last year? Thank God RJ Barrett has taken a step this year where he can kind of pick up that slack where Julius Randle's not picking it up. But that's why we boo. It's tough love. That's a good way to put it. It's just because we know you can drop 28. We know you have that capability. So it's just like, why the fuck aren't you doing it? It was more frustration and not hate towards Julius Randle. And I know most Knicks fans feel that way. And I think again, in the press conference, I think he summed it up pretty well. You say mean things to the people you love. I didn't take it personally. But at the end of the day, listen, he's got to play better. He has not had the best season at all. He's not been to the level of where he was last season at all. And I have no doubt that he will step it up at some point, or guess what? He is going to keep hearing boos. That's just the fact of the matter. So, but listen, I have no doubt, me included, all Knicks fans, we love Julius Randle. We have not forgotten what he has brought to the city. When he is not playing well, he's still a pretty damn good NBA player. So to say the least. So the boos were not personal. We just expect more out of him. And this is just the reality of New York. So if you don't want to get booed, play better. It's kind of like Cam. If you don't want to see me like flex, you don't want to see me dance, don't let me get in. If you don't want to see us boo, fucking play well. That's it.
Yeah, it's kind of like we always talk about with when people dance on a logo or something like that. Yeah. It's like, don't give the other team billboard material.
Yeah.
Or bulletin board material rather. so that they have something to like be pissed off about or be mad about. Even more so, you don't want to piss off your own fans who are already pissed off with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're just fighting an uphill battle that you're never going to win. Because if you get pissed off this time and you still don't play well the next time they're going to boo you even more, or they're going to be even more pissed off, or whatever the case may be. So I understand his frustration also. Like, I understand that it's hard to, I mean, even us as like TikTokers just posting stuff. We've been talking about it recently. People commenting on our stuff, like just little petty shit here and there. Yeah. It can get under your skin. Like it can get annoying. You try to ignore it as much as you can, but some of it is going to bug you. So I can understand his side of it as well. But just, I mean, you summed it up well. Just play better. Just try to be better.
Yeah.
Did he expect them to cheer when they were down 16 at the half? Like,
seriously, honestly,
like Knicks fans, especially, like he's been a part of the organization for like this is his third season now. Yeah. Like you should know better. I don't know. It's just kind of it's more of a nothing story to me. Like, obviously he shouldn't have gestured to the crowd and he, felt bad and apologized for it. But it's like, you're not going to get cheered when you're losing, when you're playing poor. Like you were just not playing up to standard right now. Last year, he averaged 21 and 10. I believe he's 24 and 10. This year he's averaging only 19 and 10. So like that's a 5-point difference. And it's showing in your win-loss record, to be quite honest. The Knicks are not where they should be right now, where they were last year, top 4 seed in the East. They're not even in the playoffs right now as we speak. They're not even in the playoffs. And it's not like their roster changed. If anything, their roster got better, I believe.
Yeah.
With more of emergence of Manuel quickly and RJ Barrett taking a step forward, like you just, So like, it's not like this team got worse. But you know what? They ended up coming out with the win in the end. RJ Barrett. It's crazy. I was watching this game last night and my friend Finn, he literally said, RJ's taking the last shot and he's hitting it. I was like, no shot, no way he is. And it's not even like the shot was like clean. I didn't think that shit was going in, and just banks right in. Great shot.
We had Trent on the other episode, of course, and I keep up with him and all the bets that he puts out and everything. And a lot of people tail him. Somebody tailed him and put $100 on some parlay from like a lot of the bets on the stream. All that they needed was for the Celtics to win, and they would have bet $100 and won $28,000. RJ Barrett fucked them out of 28 grand.
Good. That'll teach you to bet against the fucking Knicks. Bing bong, baby.
That's a bad beat. Bad beat.
That's tough.
Also, I just got the update on my phone. Raptors continue their 5-game win streak. Freddie VanVleet beats the Jazz 37-10-10. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Jeez.
I don't really have any updates on the Hornets. We win some, we lose some. Our defense sucks.
That's how the Knicks are right now. I won't even, don't find myself like going out of my, last year I was going out of my way to watch Knicks games. Cause it's like hard. Like when I'm at school, like I got to sign into like the streaming platform online that I got AirPlay to my TV.
Yeah.
Like I have to go out of my way to watch a Knicks game. Right now, I'm not going out of my way for shit. They're 19 and 20. Do I wish I would have watched the last game? Yeah, but again, they were down 20 at half, so I wasn't exactly jumping to my TV to put it on. The Knicks will earn my views when they get above 500. At least they got a chance to do that soon. At least the Celtics aren't doing much better, so that makes me feel a little better.
We got to make a move. I mean, Mason Plumlee is just not it. We need a big so bad. I've been saying it since before the season started.
Do you guys still have Willie Hernangomez or?
I want to say
no.
Yeah, I want to say no.
Ooh, maybe you guys can get like Serge Ibaka's not healthy right now. So
I'm stuck on Miles Turner. That's who I want.
Miles Turner, he wants out, right? He wants out of Indiana.
From what I understand, yeah.
I feel like everybody wants out of Indiana. They don't know what the fuck they're doing there. They don't know if they're going for the playoffs. They don't know if they're rebuilding. It's like
it's weird. Yeah, they like have some solid pieces, but it's just like they can't get it to work.
Bro, Indiana was a fucking like juggernaut a couple of years ago with Oladipo, Sabonis, Miles Turner. Like what the fuck happened to that?
That was Oladipo's best season.
It was a couple seasons, I believe.
Sabonis is having a good season now. They just can't put together any wins.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on with them.
They brought Lance Stevenson back.
They did, and he 20 points in 6 minutes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
He went off.
Shit, we should have done a segment about Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, he better not blow it. That's all I know. Get it.
All-time favorite pacer, probably. I feel like a lot of people would say that too.
All-time favorite pacer.
Yeah,
that might ruffle somebody.
I don't.
I would. I think it's got to be PG. 24 PG was different. Like
before
when he was wearing 2-4, dude. Yeah. He was insane. I mean, he still is. He still is insane. There was something special about those.
You'll never forget the clip where he like puts his hand up, telling the defender to stop, and then he just shoots from half court.
Wait, when was the year he took bronze to the Eastern Conference Finals? They 14? Fought 14. Was that 14? Yeah, that seems about right.
14, I want to say 13, 14. Yeah, some crazy basketball fans are gonna fucking rip us to shreds.
Oh, that seems about right. That seems about right.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time to wrap up this episode 48 of the Totally Unqualified podcast. If you're listening to us on Spotify, make sure to leave us a rating and review. Apple Podcasts as well. And YouTube, you already know the drill. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn post notifications on. Send this to your boss. Send this to your mom. Send this to your entire family, to your teacher. Whoever you need.
Maybe don't send this. Maybe don't send this episode out because I mean we were talking about some weird. It's got weird.
Send this to your uncle.
Just for a second.
Send this to your weird ass uncle. He'll probably enjoy this. He'll enjoy this episode. He'll want some more. He knows what's up.
All right. So you guys have any concluding statements? Gage, I'll let you start.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I could really go for some pizza right about now, and you could get a free $40 pizza gift card for a pizza dinner through the Overtime app. Yeah, if you participate in our Overtime pool this week. Whoa. All you got to do is go to the link in any of our bios. You can get the app there if you don't have it, and you can find the link to the game there. You can join, set your lineup, and the top 3 winners, not one, not 2, 3 winners will get a $40 gift card for a pizza dinner.
Oh my
Just throwing that out there.
It's $120 worth of pizza.
Yeah. It's a lot of pizza. That's a lot of fucking pizza.
Ooh.
Yeah, guys, and just be sure after you're done downloading the Overtime app, and especially if you use the link for one of our bios, you're already there. You might as well hit the follow button. I mean, so make sure to follow Luke at Football Fan Zone, Gage at Extra Points, me at Jake Maltese 3 on TikTok. Also follow our Totally Unqualified social media accounts. We got Instagram at Totally Unqualified Pod, TikTok at Totally Unqualified, Twitter's at TU Sports Podcast, and of course follow at Totally Unqualified on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely, guys, and we will see you guys in the next episode.